All right, cool. Let's start from the top. You're eating dinner this late, bro? It's like 10 o'clock. It's like 10. Anyway. All right, let's try again. But yeah, no, this is a Taito F2 game. The Mister. So the thing about Mister, it's a computer. It's a small computer. Mr. Project is using this small computer. You know, he's a hippo. His name is Hippopo. At least that's what the title of the game said his name was. Hippopo. The Mister has a vibrant community of developers making games for this particular piece of hardware. And they have used the hardware to create cores that emulate original arcade hardware, right? So they're like Linux-based PCs, and they are trying to be like, they're trying to be like Daddy. They want to make a big old computer that plays arcade stuff. Oh shoot, I just landed. And so these people, with their infinite time, effort, and money, have developed a lot of different video game cores that you can play at home. And there's also several cores that are like in progress that are not done, but exist. And this is one of the ones that was being worked on for the longest time. It was the Taito F2 core. And the thing that's interesting about the Taito F2, Hippopo, Tadmatsun, I've gone over the mountains and crossed valleys to find the way to here at last. Ah, this dramatic moment, however. Yeah, his name is Hippopo. I'm pretty sure he's a hippo. He's meant to be a cute hippo. But yeah, so people have made cores and they're great. However, not all of them are done. You know, obviously the goal is to get as many arcade hardware supported, but there's a limit, right? You know, there's a limit both in hardware and also it takes development time. People got to like make these cores. They have to be made. People, if they're not made, then they don't exist. And while some people might say, yeah, let's just make let's just do emulation, because that seems emulation is not arcade accurate. Mister is trying to be arcade accurate. So anyway, the headline is this has been worked on for a few months now, and the guy who was working on it said, okay, I think this is ready for beta. He wanted more people to test it out. So he released this on a beta basis, and there's support. This particular core has support for, I think, 9 games. One of them's including Camel Tree, which is like a rotor game, like a game that uses rotary encoding, which is kind of cool. And I might play some of the other games too. There's a possibility I'll try some of them. Depending on whether or not I can beat this game. I mean, I'm going to beat this game because I'm going to credit feed it until I beat it. Holy crap. Yeah, all these Taito games are like really neat. They also made Elevator Action. However, Elevator Action is a Taito F3 game, and that core doesn't exist yet. At least it doesn't exist in a public capacity. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's not enough what they call them, they're called logic elements. Select either door. Which way should I go? Go left. Logic elements are what is on the chip to emulate the original chips. But there's a limit. There's a hard limit. The Mister, the board that they chose for the Mister has a hard limit to how many chips it has, or how much space it has to emulate those chips. There's no way that Dreamcast can be emulated on the current hardware, because there's just not enough. There's not enough chips. There's not enough space on the chips to emulate the functions of a Dreamcast. It's just impossible. At least not on a Mister. Now, if there's a Mister 2 someday, and the developers can all decide on a particular chip that they want to use, that is compatible with all the work that they've done up to this point, then maybe, like, I'm not gonna say it's impossible, but the likelihood of that happening is very low, just because of the nature of the development of that. Oh, you get, oh, it's so cute. This game is adorable. Look at that. He was like a little donut. I love this game. Taito games are so cute, man. It's such a basic concept too. Like it's just you're just throwing water balls at people. I love this stuff. Oh, we get to save here. So yeah, maybe maybe one day they'll figure out some type of hardware. But yeah, at the Mister as in this day and age, the Mister is not powerful enough to do that. You ate it. You ate it, Hippopo. I'm supposed to get these guys. And it's funny. You're not the only person that asked about that. There are people that are like, "Yeah, but what about Dreamcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but it's not going to happen in our life. At least not with this hardware. It might happen in our lifetimes, but it won't happen with this hardware. They're going to have to decide on some other type of FPGA chip. See, the problem is this. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm going right. The problem is this. They have to... Whatever FPGA chip... There probably exists an FPGA that is capable of emulating the Naomi. Let's just say Naomi, since that's what we're talking about. However, that FPGA chip is not going to be as affordable as a Mister is. Right? That's the rub. There's probably some really expensive FPGA out there that they use for like way more complicated stuff. And that might be a potential candidate. But are you really going to pay $10,000 for an extremely advanced FPGA chip just to emulate the Dreamcast? Just to copy the functions of a Dreamcast? And that's the reason why this chip in particular was chosen, was because when it was decided upon so many years ago, the accessibility was such that you could get this board for like $100, especially if you were a student, right? It's a project board meant for project development, and students were given a break when they bought it, which at the time was about $100. Now that people know that, oh, this is actually like a computer really meant for playing these awesome games, and so the problem then becomes, well, now there's more demand, so we have to raise the price. That way they don't sell out, right? And that's exactly what happened. Now the actual manufacturer has raised the price for even for students, unfortunately, and you got to spend at least twice as much as what it was back in the day. And then people obviously are trying to make a buck selling Mister packages or whatever, and you get problems. You get the overpricing and the gouging and yada yada. That's why I like Taki Udon and what he did with the Mr. Pie and making this a more affordable hobby for people like me who just want to play the games and we don't care about exclusivity and stuff like that. And yeah, Model 2, same problem, right? Anything. So the short of it is this, DK. If it's in 3D, the likelihood of it working on a Mister is very low. The console, if it's based on console hardware, then it's relatively high. So what does that mean? The Sega Saturn has a core, and it's basically done. They're still working on it. There's still some stuff that needs adjusting, but the Saturn is pretty close to perfect, with some exceptions. But that means since the Saturn is figured out, and keep in mind the Saturn has what? The Saturn has the Hitachi chips. The Saturn has a CD-ROM, right? The Saturn has multiple RAMs, like all these disparate parts. But they were able to figure out the Saturn, right? Exactly. That's where I'm going with it. The Saturn STV doesn't have a CD-ROM, which means that because the Saturn, and they're basically both the same type of hardware, right? That's the beauty of that. And so they're working on a Saturn STV core, which lets you play the carts, because that's what the STV runs on, is carts. And he's not done with it, obviously, but you can now play, thanks to that, because of that development, you're able to play STV stuff, STV ROMs on here, which is cool. This boss is rough, man. And then same, PS1 is basically a perfect core at this point because so many developers wanted to make that work. And it was possible because the scope of the PS1 is such that, God, this boss is rough, is such that it was capable of fitting within the logic elements that are available on a Mister, right? But when you talk about more complicated stuff like the PS2, absolutely not. PS2 is like, it would be like millions of logic elements. That cell processor is like no joke in terms of like trying to emulate it on appropriate hardware. It's just not possible. You're not going to do it on a Mister ever. So, and it's not because it's not possible in terms of like they can't figure it out. It's that the Mister project board is not capable of having that many free logic elements in order to build something like that would emulate PS2 ever in a million years. And honestly, you wouldn't want to, right? Because the freaking PS2 has a lot of problems. I'm sorry, did I say Cell? I meant the other one. What do they call the PS2? Emotion engine or whatever? I'm gonna do all left. So yeah, that ain't happening. But yes, STV is acceptable. There's a potential there that some PS1 based arcade hardware might be possible as well. I don't know how much. I don't know the names of a lot of the PS1 stuff. I know what Konami did. Konami made System 573, which is like their a lot of their early music games, and then they have another PlayStation 1 based hardware called Firebeat. Those have not been emulated on Mister, but I could see a day where if someone actually wanted to put the time into it, since it's so similar to the PlayStation, that it's possible that it, make it work or whatever. But yeah, that remains to be seen. 32X, yeah, absolutely. 32X is supported. Sega CD is supported. Sega Master System is supported. Genesis / Mega Drive is supported. 32X is cool because you don't have to go through the whole trouble of getting a freaking Tower of Power setup to make it work, right? So that's what's cool about that. I don't know that 32X and CD is supported, but there's only like 3 games. I don't know. I believe I've got some 32X plus CD games on the Mister, but I haven't tested. But the thing is, like, the library for that particular configuration is so small. But since they have support for both Sega CD and 32X, I don't know why they wouldn't. But yeah, exactly. It's either you get one Mister with one power supply, or you get 3 parts with all their individual video cables and power supplies and everything. You tell me what's more convenient. Now you're starting to understand why a Mister is useful. And then not only the Mister is like the one thing that you get, and then you're good. You're good to go, right? Colibri is created by the same dude who Mr. Bones. Yeah, I know that. I played Colibri. It's the best hummingbird-based shooter on the Sega 32X. Oh crap! You killed me. I played Colibri on stream when I first got my Mister. I played Colibri. Yeah, you're probably gonna get a lot of use out of it. I think it'll be very cool. Have I tried Web of Fire? I don't think. What is this? Am I? Oh shoot! I'm invincible. I've not tried Web of Fire. I might try it. I mean, I could try it after this. What's it on? Oh no, the steel beams. What the heck? What's the console? It's on 32. Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot after. My God, I got smashed again. Choo Choo Train is killing me, bro. Oh, Spider-Man. Okay, I've heard of this game. That game was like $3,000 or like super expensive. Like one of the last games to come out on the console. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh, you can't get me. I'm invincible. Go in. Saving all my family members. At last, these two people can be met again, but they are destined to be separated heartlessly. Oh God. They made like 6 of them. 6 copies of Spider-Man. Why is this game so cute, man? I'm going to show you New Zealand Story after this so you can see where the... Well, you've played New Zealand Story, haven't you? You have it on your Astro City Cab, don't you? New Zealand Story was also made in the same vein as this. Is it on the new Astro City Cab? I actually don't know. I don't think it is. It's not on the Astro City Cab. It's on the Taito Cab. I don't think you have the Taito Cab. Did you buy the Taito Mini Cab? I don't remember if you told me you did or not. Oh shoot! Oh my God! This fool. Dying, bro. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you definitely have access to it. New Zealand Story is really fun. Really, it's also a really good game. I don't know. There's just something about these like simpler arcade games that were Japan only for the most part. That's really cute. Oh no, Jesus Christ! Is what though? New Zealand Story? It's very cute, bro. Game is getting rough, man. I've always wanted to play this game, and I'm starting to see where the difficulty's at. Oh God! Oh God! Is it a region lock? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Actually, yes, kind of. They turned off. So what's up, Kawachi? Yeah. So recently, they did an open invite for people to join a new beta where you can stream up to 1440p. This was very recent. So for the people who are doing 4K, which is me and like a group of like 20,000 streamers, they still have access to 4K. However, recently, like I'm talking like last week, they disabled 4K in specific areas where their metrics were showing that people weren't either streaming in 4K or using 4K much. And it's areas outside of the US. So there are certain spots where you're not going to be able to see the 4K. But in that same announcement, they made it so that the people who are joining up for the next phase have access to 2K streaming. That's 1440p. So if you signed up for that beta, which is I think now open and there's a waiting list, you're going to be able to stream at 1440p, which is what Twitch is calling it 2K. And you might see a lot more a lot more people have access to that now because they're officially supporting it, right? It's still an enhanced broadcasting thing. However, it's going to be more open. So people who have 4K, for as long as I can tell, we're still. I'm going to keep using 4K because they haven't disabled that ability for me yet. But it'll be here for as long as they decide that I should keep it, basically. Oh, what the heck? The freaking hitbox. I signed up and I think Southeast Asia is not getting 1180 Twitch. Yeah, so you're probably in one of the areas where it's only going to be 2K. But I mean, honestly, 2K is better. You get more bitrate. You get more access to bitrate, and it's still better than 1080p. And you can do the trick where you do slightly higher than 1080p. Like I think it's 1136p or something like that, where you can get more resolution, but then also get a higher bitrate. So if you play games that are like high impact, then you're able to like do that thing and stream it. Assuming you can get into the beta anyway. But yeah, right now they have a waiting list. So I'm not sure. I don't know about the regionality of it. I'm honestly I can't tell you if it's locked out of Southeast. Maybe they decided that's one of the areas where it wasn't appropriate. I think their goal, their plan, is to get as many people on 1440p now because they're trying to test that out later. And you can certainly do 1440p now if you set your OBS to do it, but you won't get the bit rate. The bit rate is the thing, right? You want to have more bit rate to work with. And as part of the enhanced broadcasting, oh shoot, dude. as part of the enhanced broadcasting, they allow you more bitrate to send to the Twitch servers. That's kind of the whole point. But you can do 1440p at like the 6K bitrate. It just won't look nearly as good as the 7.5 or 8K bitrate that they allow for the enhanced broadcasting people. More bitrate means better quality of your stream, means better clarity, less pixelation, that type of stuff. Well, you are doing transcoding. The enhanced broadcasting means you do the transcoding of your computer. So really the only limitation is how good your computer is. So if you have a good enough GPU, then yeah, no worries. You can just do it yourself. Or rather, your computer does it, right? Because you're not. My God. Jesus Christ. Ah! Die! I'm gonna kill you. The fire, man. Meanwhile, I'm over here playing a freaking 240p game at 4K. I feel bad. Sorry, Kawachi boy. Sorry that I'm playing a 240p game upscaled to 4K. I'm sure this looks ridiculous to you. It's like one of those like the rich get richer and the poor stay poor. Like, I'm trying to play a game from this century, and this guy's playing a game from 1990 in 4K completely unnecessarily. Is it really that good? Okay, that's good, man. I mean, as long as it looks good on your end, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to go for as much quality as I can get. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! So I'm happy. Yeah. As long as it looks good on your end, that's what I want. What a jerk! Oh no! No! Got a credit feed, man. I'm credit feeding over. You know, they added save states to this arcade core, which is really funny to me. Because, like, the idea of using a save state in an arcade is funny, but I guess if you're trying to practice a game to get better at it, it makes sense. Having a save state actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, this guy gets faster the more you hit him. Oh, crap. I like this music. Are you kidding me? The steam killed me? Wait, dude. I'm about to turn on the auto fire. I got auto fire on my arcade stick. What killed me? The smokestack? That's wild, dude. Yeah, this game's really cute. I like it all. I'm not good at it. Right, this is my first time really playing it. I saw that this game was on the Taito. There's a collection on PS2 called Taito Memories. It was a fireball. That's what. Taito Memories is what it was called. The collection had like a bunch of Taito games on it, obviously emulated. But the PS2 port apparently is compromised. It's only an interlace and it looks really bad. The quality is like horrible. I was very unhappy with it. And I was like, I really want to just play this on something nice looking. And they announced that the Mr. being updated with this core, with this game support. I was like, great, perfect timing. Let's play this. So here I am, entertaining all you fine folks on this evening, morning, whatever time it is, your locale. It gets fat. So Vector, what did you want to talk about, man? I saw you come in for like a second. So you want to do a debriefing? My handstand. Are you busy? Are you working on stuff right now? What's on your mind? Oh God! Oh, you're cooking? Let's go. What are you making? This boss is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of hard. Thankfully we have unlimited credits, but golly. I'm also not like really damaging him. Like, I'm hitting him, but he's not taking damage. I have to break off. Oh God, I have to break off each of his parts. Shoot, dude. He kind of looks like a Muppet. A little bit. Got that Muppet energy. Oh, you're coming up here. No, I didn't mean to jump. Oh, I messed up. Bro. I like how the coin in sound, it sounds like a water drop. Every time you add a coin, that little doop doop is a credit. This game has a lot of charm, but it's also pretty rough. I feel like if you know, well, if it was a home console game, it probably would have lives, right? But since this is an arcade game, one hit and you're dead type game. Alright, so I hit him from the other side. Is that what I need to do? Like approach him side that he's not gonna be at? Okay, I think that's. But come back! I want to hit you! Come back here! Okay, I think the trick is, yeah, hit him from the other side. Assuming I can keep up with him. Oh God. He's gonna start shooting fireball. Okay, maybe I don't have a choice. Oh God! No, dude! This guy. Rough. What am I missing? What's the trick? I chose this boss, by the way. I decided to go left twice. I'm still doing damage to him because otherwise he wouldn't be going faster, right? I don't think. He's liquid kids. The liquid. Gonna hit him from underneath, I guess. Let's stop trying to chase him, and we're just gonna like hit him from. That's the. Yeah, there you go. Figured it out. Stop trying to take him head on. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the Peppy face. It's the Peppy face. It's like, oh crap, are you serious, dude? I did it again. Jumped too soon. But I think I figured it out. That's the trick. You're supposed to just shoot underneath him and bop him out that way. He's a lot less intimidating once you realize that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Figured it out. I feel satisfied. Those guys look like minions. A booga de bebo. How did that hit me? Am I just being like too aggressive. I think that's what's happening. Being too aggressive. Jumping way too soon. I really just need to like let him pass me completely and then jump. I keep thinking, oh yeah, let me just let me get in there and let me smack him one good time. Playing too aggressively. Oh no, I ran out of juice. All right, we got this. This is the run. In fact, I think I'm just gonna stay up here for now. There's no reason why I can't just hit him here first. His arm off. And I. That point. What? That's my jump. You can do this, a tiny tap, or you can hold it and jump really high. And I swear I did a tiny. Yeah, okay, so I guess the third jump is higher. Okay. That's a weird little quirk I just discovered. A lot of times, what's tricky in these games is figuring out the hitboxes. Figuring out what you can get away with in terms of like hitboxes and stuff is super important for these old games. Because what looks like you should be able to do, you can, and sometimes you can't. God, I need to stop these guys. Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way, bozos! Oh Lord! Cake over there. Want that cake? Oh, the fireball. The fireball. I thought I could hit the fireball with my dude, but I guess I can't. Oh, this is just taking way too long at this point. I fought this guy like 20 times already. Clear out these. Good save. Get the rock. Grab this cake. You're clearly taking damage. I see you shaking like you're taking damage. Yeah, okay, so what's happening is that little mushroom top thing is popping. The mushroom top thing can't hurt you. But the moment it gets on screen on that like last third of his health, he starts firing these little fireballs. And if you're anywhere near that thing, the fireballs spawn from that smokestack. So the smokestack can't kill you, but the actual fire spawning, you can't see the fire spawning because it's spawning behind the smokestack. So it's like not super clear that you're able to avoid it until the last second. There, I just jumped into the dude. Golly, dude, how many fingers have I used? Damn it, this ain't no joke. Hello, Silong. You're right behind me. What are you doing? I can see you. They have Trader Joe's in Atlanta and stuff, in the bigger cities. Not in my neck of the woods. But yes, I've been to a Trader Joe. I've been to multiple Trader Joe's. I used to go there a lot when I was in college, still, my undergrad. Well, a lot. It's an overstatement. I went there more than a standard grocery store. Let's say that. Like more times than you would expect to go to. All right, see, this is where that. Oh God. It's like it spat fire the moment it got on screen, and it just like ran its ramrod into my face. Yeah. Yeah, if this was real, they would have got like $20 off. At this rate. Even if it was like a quarter a play. They had this pre-made bulgogi. It's okay. I found like the hack is, which I know it requires a membership, but the hack lately is shopping at Costco because they legitimately have good stuff, and they have like these pre-made meal kits that are like fantastic. Because even if like you make it at your own house, the quality of the stuff, and that's what we've been doing a lot lately. Wife goes there, picks up stuff. Like she likes the poke specifically, and I don't know, the quality of it. I guess it's kind of the whole point. That's like their whole operation. Wait, when did you get your arm back? That happened. Bulgogi. I play it incredibly safe. No need to rush. Step here. Oh my god, I almost died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If that little fireball hits the ground, it's gonna freaking chase you around the whole spot. There we go. Finally, golly. We're gonna go to the left door again. I'm taking all lefts. This man, that was a rough boss, dude. That was hard. I'm not gonna lie. That place is on fire. We're going out to the desert. All this work to get to round 4. Why is my family in an Egyptian tomb? This game is so cute. This game is super. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Fire scorpion. So I guess I have to like work my way through the architecture of the stage. These are all snakes. Oh, my water, my liquid fills the little pools. Like then I pull out my little, like it lets you walk on it. That's so cute. Alright, get out of here. He's a hippo. He has a hippo. Oh! Wait, what? Am I supposed to be here? Can I jump on top of these? Ah! No! Oh no! It is done like way more difficult. Alright. Look at you, my exploring buddy. Full in. What a cute game. I'm not gonna touch that. I'll die. Oh, you actually have to touch it. Invincible. Oh, I didn't get invincible. What? Don't they all look like little Muppets? Isn't that funny? Like their faces, like King Tut faces are all goofy. Look. Oh God! Thanks. The whole area up there. How do you guys feel about video games where they put faces on everything? Do you like that? Is that a thing that you enjoy? Where everything has to be like at least vaguely personalized, or is that the word I'm looking for? Not personalized. Given like humanistic characteristics. What do you call that? Anthropomorphized. I don't know if this is anthropomorphism. Everything has it. There's a term for that, and I don't remember it. Oh God. They were about to eat me with the scorpions, bro. Like, how rude is that? I'm not going down that hole. Oh! Oh no! What the heck? Oh no. I got caught by a sneaky little Grim Reaper with a claw toy. What a jerk. I just earned enough points to get a 1-up. Very proud of that. You have to hit those guys 3 times. Oh, there's a spring here. I get it. That's why they put the dude there. So if he does catch you, then you suffer. You have to go. Bro, I didn't even see you there. That's not fair. he just grabbed me like instantly. Yeah, very funny. Real cute. Now I have trust issues, man. Because that's what Twitch does now. Yeah, they've been going crazy with ads. They're not making a whole lot of money from investors. Well, rather, they're not very profitable. So Twitch has been going overboard with ads now. No! No! No, you jerk! Yeah, but they're not making enough. Yeah, I mean, yes, half of it. But the point is that even with... It's the cost to run the business is the server costs, right? Which server costs are very expensive, but it's silly because freaking Amazon owns the servers. Anyway, half the internet is run on Amazon servers, by the way. And Amazon bought Twitch. And they're looking for a profit. How many people are on my stream? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, there's looks like there's about 6 people watching, maybe. Well, because I'm streaming, so I can check. I don't know. You can see it when you first join the stream. Like you can see. Oh my God, you can see it like specifically on like when you look at my listing. On God. Oh, you can just hit the jump button. I'm gonna die. I got smashed. Anti-anthropomorphism. So 5. Yeah, that makes sense. It's late. I mean, I'm streaming. Shoot. I think you still can. You just have to find it. I don't know where it is on the mobile app now. Bro, get out of here. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks kind of gross. They've always had Twitch Turbo, but they they've recently have been pushing it a lot because it's basically just free money to Twitch without giving a sub to anybody. But then they promise to get rid of ads. I don't know how much Twitch Turbo costs. I think it costs twice the amount of an ad or of a sub. But if you want to give a sub to somebody, that means you're supporting your favorite streamer, and then you're helping them get paid. I never ask people for subs. Like, it's a lot. Yeah, you're paying the equivalent of 3 subs. Oh my God, what is this? But my stance on this has always been I wanted to get affiliate because affiliate gave me options, right? It gave me access to emotes, which frankly people don't use my emotes enough, and I think my emotes are pretty cool. And it gave me access to transcoding, which at the time, oh my God, which at the time meant I could get different qualities, right, of my stream. But now that I'm using enhanced broadcasting, what's up, Perfect Sword? Yeah, now that I have enhanced broadcasting, I'm like, well, I don't really need the affiliate in terms of for the quality level, but I still want it for my emotes, right? Because the emotes are dope. Heck yeah, man! There you go. I did. I made all of them. They're big because you have a sub, I think. Okay, well if you want a sub, we can get the emotes. Okay, we'll do it on your computer. Don't do it on here. Well, I'll help you after the stream. You know how to do it right now. Oh, what? There's another boss? Yeah, basically all of my emotes are based on games I've... Did I beat him? I beat him when I died. Are you friggin' kidding me? You guys saw the fireworks. I didn't know that was possible. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, oh, at least it picks up from the other box. I don't have my soundboard playing with it. All right. Did we do it this time? Okay, there we go. Anyway, most of my emotes are based on games I've played on stream before, or games I like, and I like Treasure. Treasure is my favorite game developer, so that's why this right here took me a long time to put together. I took every individual frame from the Treasure box, Treasure intro from... Actually, I think that's from Ronald McDonald, because it's one of the most iconic versions of that logo. I went in there and screen capped each individual frame, high quality, because I was pulling it directly from the console, my modded RGB console. Each individual frame, I went in there, and then I recreated the amount of animation that was required to make it look like the original animation on the console. I could have like taken a video or whatever and done it, but no, I went out of my way to get high quality individual frames of that art, and then went in and did all that. It took a very long time to put together, but I was very happy. And then also I had to meet like Twitch's requirements. They take GIFs, but they have to be a certain amount of frames. And I used every last frame that was available in order to do that. Anyway, my point is I don't really do it for other people. So if Vector's offering to do it for you, then maybe talk to him, because he does good work. I don't it's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't really have the time to do it. And I only really ever do it for my own self when I'm inspired, like when I have an inspiration, whatever thing I want to do. So, yeah. There are plenty of people who do that kind of thing, and to be honest, my emotes are not really... Oh, what? Did it happen? Oh, hey, there it goes. You figured it out. Thank you, honey.
Amazon Prime gave me a free sub for you, apparently.
Try, if you have a Prime sub, go for it, baby. Get free. Yeah, if you have a Prime sub, just go ahead and use it. Don't hold on to that. It doesn't cost you anything, well, other than your yearly subscription to Prime, I guess. Well, I get whatever this government worker rate or... Which now it's like it's still expensive. It used to be a lot cheaper. I need a bot for my channel for alerts. Stream Elements is pretty good. Stream Elements is probably one of the easier ones to work with. Streamlabs is another one. I don't really recommend Streamlabs only because they did some shady stuff a while back and they've tried to make amends, but I think Stream Elements and Streamlabs are pretty much at parity in terms of like your available feature set. And it's useful. You know, you could do a bunch of commands. There's also, if you want to like implement sound commands, the thing that I use is called oh god, what is it called? So when we're talking about Streamlabs, we're talking about Streamlabs the website. Stream Elements the website, right? Not Streamlabs the program. Because Streamlabs, there's a program for Streamlabs OBS that also has the ability to do like an on-device bot, right? Some people prefer to do on-device bots because what they do is they basically use your account to do the bot commands, and you can program it so that the bot will use your account to do commands and things like that. Which means that if you want to make custom messages that use your own emotes, then that means you could do that, right? Without having to pay an extra subscription for a bot account to have your emotes or whatever. Some people like to use their own emotes on their little messages. Like, for example, if I was to like type this out. Hello, computer. Do this. Then that makes Stream Elements come out and do a little thing. And then I have that tied to an event, which is supposed to play a random clip from your stream. Yep, there it goes. So now you have a random clip that plays. That's two different things working in tandem. That's a shout-out command that Stream Elements automatically formats based on what you were playing and your link. So I formatted it that way. And then there's another trigger from another website. There's a guy called the Twitch Guru. I don't know if he's still alive, but the Twitch Guru has its own command that it looks for the exclamation point SO, and then I put another web source, browser source, which then plays that little thing in tandem, and that's programmed to find a clip on your website, on your clip list of clips, and play it back automatically with audio and everything. That's the kind of interactions you want. There's an audio interaction. Why can I not remember the name of that website? If I was to do this, Trigger Fire. That's what it's called. Trigger Fire. Trigger Fire with a FYRE. You can use Trigger Fire to do that. Play little sound effects with chat commands. And if people know what the commands are, then they can go in and play them. I have a bunch of those. I have about 8 of those. We're probably closer to 10 of them. But I'm not going to tell you what they are because they're all secret. Alright, so in terms... Expedition 33, I completely checked out from the lore after the big reveal because I was way more interested in what was going on behind the curtain. Like, painters don't actually paint. They're doing some kind of Matrix VR simulation stuff, but they call that painting. Yes, I agree. I agree with your assessment so far. Their abilities are a... What is that? Not a pseudonym. What word am I thinking? The euphemism. They're eating my water with the. Do you see that? They're grabbing my. They keep grabbing my water. Wait, autofire? It's a pseudonym. It's a euphemism for what they're actually doing. Some type of magic stuff. Unfortunately, the game has not given us too much behind the scenes crap. We can sort of elaborate, or not elaborate, extrapolate what was going on with like the family and try to like determine what was going on. I don't necessarily want DLC because I don't want to like keep playing that game. I'm happy with the ending the way it was, and I'm sure that's what their intent was. Particularly because of what Leia said in the Endless Tower after you beat her. Typically says if she advises you to move on. You don't have to sit around and keep doing something if you're not happy with it. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I wish there was more. You know, I wouldn't mind a sequel. The thing is, the sequel is not going to come out for several years, I'm sure. The sequel would be cool, or at least like a side story. Something like they do that all the time. They do like freaking, you know, lore outside the game type beat, or they have like books, graphic novels, and things like that. I wouldn't mind that might be fun. And this is rough. These games get hard. Not a joke. Jesus Christ, I'm dying. Return from the void. Oh, you had pizza? Where'd you get the pizza from? These guys are nerds. They keep eating my water. I can't believe these guys. They're such jerks. Then that thing comes out, and I can't move until he's dead. Get out of here, man. Rude. I see where you're at, and I can't get to you. My guess is that the next game will revolve around the riders. I bet they're going to be programmer tech. You know, the direction I thought the riders could go was, what if like the riders were intended to be us? And that's like, initially that's what I thought what was going on, because like maybe there's like some sort of allegory about people being the authors of their own destiny or something like that. But then it turned out no, they're actually like in universe. They exist and they killed people. When the concept was first introduced to me, that's what I thought. I thought they were gonna go like, you know, meta with it. It's not meta. It's just part of the story. Hit just right after going to the pool earlier this afternoon. All right. God. Argos is good. Argos is acceptable pizza. In terms of, I guess you could consider them a fast food. What's a fast food pizza? Is a major chain a fast food pizza? Because they still take the same amount of time to bake in an oven. I think calling it a fast food pizza is kind of a misnomer, no? I think the only place that could really call themselves a fast food pizza is friggin' Little Caesars, right? Because they're the only ones who offer hot and readies. You get them and they're hot. I mean, they're ready, but they may not necessarily be hot. Like a Pizza Hut pizza still takes the same amount of time to cook, though. Just because it's a national chain doesn't mean it's really fast food. Pizza Huts do sometimes have buffets, though, so I guess you could argue that. I think Little Caesars is probably the closest thing to a fast food pizza because they have hot and readies. They're cheap. They tend to be $5. The nature of pizza is such that I don't think calling it fast food makes sense. You still have to order the pizza ahead of time. And they still have to bake it, right? Like, there's certain physics rules that go into that go into effect when you're talking about preparing a pizza. Like a fast food burger place. They fry the burgers, or they fry the burgers. They cook the burgers on the griddle or on the oven or whatever ahead of time. When you order your freaking burger, you get it presumably you get it within a few minutes, right? That's what a fast food place is like. But a pizza place, unless they have the pizza pre-prepared, and even that's kind of shady because like you have all these places in New York that have like dollar slices and stuff, and those are just ready, right? So like, I don't think calling it fast food. What I'm trying to say is I don't think fast food and pizza are really terms that should be used because the nature of pizza is such that you have to bake it. The world is this thing? What am I even looking at? What in the world? What is this monster? That pizza is definitely complicated. They have brick oven places, deep dish. Well, see, deep dish isn't pizza, so you can stop right there. You don't even have to finish that sentence. Deep dish ain't. Deep dish is a casserole. It's lasagna. It's not pizza. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's bad, but it ain't pizza. Listen to yourself, all right? When we're talking about pizza, we're talking about the good stuff. We're not talking about lasagna. We're not talking about a pie. We're not talking about layers and layers of sauce. It's a casserole. It was good. I had... What was the name of that place that we went to in Chicago? Ceylon, do you remember? That place that we had the deep dish? Was it Giordano's? You don't remember what it was called? You didn't like it? Yeah, it takes 40 minutes to make. Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, it wouldn't... It's a deep... You have to cook the deep dish. You don't want to have undercooked deep dish because at that point you're just eating a jar of ragu sauce. Did I just kill him in one hit? Yo, did you guys see that? Yo, speedrun strats. Yo, kill it before he even... What? It is good of you to have come here. I just did a one-hit kill, guys. I don't even know how that works. I just broke it. Round 6-1. That was sick. That was really cool. I don't know what I did, but that was really cool. Oh my god, I got stabbed in the face because I was looking at the cloud guide. Am I in heaven? Is this supposed to be heaven? Is there a heaven and hell stage? Did I choose all left and I went to heaven? How many final bosses are in this game? Am I gonna have to play this game again to like see the alternate ending or something? Alternate boss. These guys have crosses on their foreheads. Clearly they're angels. Is that what those are? Oh, you're talking about yeah. It does kind of look. Maybe it's like an allegory. Like, what's the name of that painting where like Michelangelo's like reaching out to God? The Genesis or whatever, but then like it's in the Sistine Chapel, but then it's actually a brain. It's like it's an allegory for like a brain instead of what it looks like. Y'all know that, right? We have cultured people in the chat. You know about brains, the brain allegories. Adam, it was called The Creation of Man. There you go. They're all like, it's actually a brain. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing when he was cooking there. He was cooking the church. Got away with it too. I've never seen a duck that's like transparent, and they're like a living plastic bag. This game is so inventive, man. What's going on here? What kind of world do we live in? Oh no! I don't think I would ever be able to frickin' 1cc this. This would be... I feel like I have a hard time imagining myself being able to clear this on one credit. This game is tough. That's usually the goal for arcade games. Try to beat it without having to spend more initial order or whatever. Man, this game's tough, man. And it's not even all that complicated, really. It's just, it's got like a lot of things. Oh my god. The enemy spawner. Kill them, they turn the... Oh, it is. Get out of my way. Thank you. Place is made of candy and brains. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's this? Oh my god! No, I had big balls. My balls were so huge. Oh my god. These clowns are mean. I probably should have been focusing big one. A cookie. Oh, thank you for the 14 bits, man. I appreciate it. And I'm dead. I'm going to use those 14 bits to play for another credit. That's Kawachi Boy's move. Oh. Did they keep the amount of health that you've done? Is that why I killed that guy so fast? Wasn't actually... Oh, shoot. Well, it's nice of a melody. I like that. Whoop. Okay, yeah. So the damage is maintained in between tries. At least on this boss. It wasn't that way on the other. Oh no! Oh no! Don't get cooked. Ah! Oh no, dude! I have 1 life left. Okay, so I'm not supposed to hit. You have got to be kidding me, dude! No! How rude! My God. Spent so much money on this game. So much fake money. Okay, is this the final boss? Why not use retro for your Twitch category for this? Well, the reason being is Liquid Kids just came out. Next is the final round at last. Liquid Kids 4 for Mr. just came out, so there's probably people looking for folks to playing the game. It came out like a few days ago. And I'm just going to put the actual title because fine. I really don't have any real way of doing it. Thinking about it, there's only about 50 or 75 people that have are subscribed to it. But, you know, in terms of this game just came out, I'm going to try to leverage the SEO that people are maybe looking for this game. Maybe they want to take a look at what this game looks like. But yeah, that's the only reason why. Normally I would use retro as a basic catch-all category. And honestly, I don't even know if that's recommendable, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Because if you do retro, if you say retro, you're competing with every other person who uses retro. And there's a lot of people that do that. So realistically, I think if the game that you're playing is pretty obscure, using the actual game title probably makes more sense. But don't ask me. I'm not like an SEO expert. I just think that it makes sense when you're kind of in the middle. I think for your own sake, you should probably do whatever game you're playing. That way, if people are actually looking to see that game in particular, which, again, it doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. If people are looking for that specific game, they will find you, period. That is the way that they can find you. Doesn't always happen, you know, but given the amount of people who are maybe looking for, if they're Googling something, they said, okay, Liquid Kids, let me see if anybody's playing this. Somebody there, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. There's definitely a chance that someone will say, oh, let me check out, see if anybody's streaming it, right? And they might just search for the name of the game. Theoretically, that's why you should make sure that your game titles are, whatever your title your stream is, accurate. But putting it on the category will ensure that you get primo billing, right? But me, I'm not looking for anybody specific to find my stream. I do like it when retro fans do find me. I've been wrestling with this too, and the way that I've been wrestling with it, realistically, yeah, I play retro games sometimes, but I'm not. The more I think about it, I'm not really a retro gamer, right? And what I mean by that, I'm not like your stereotypical I'm stuck on a specific generation of gaming, right? I play everything realistically, and I appreciate games. I'm a gamer in the sense that I like to play games. Now, certainly there are games that I grew up with, and I've showcased those games on my stream plenty of times. But like, I hate using the terminology like retro because it feels like super, I don't know, it just feels super reductive, right? And I'm not even trying to say that I'm outside of genres. I think that's kind of silly thinking, like, you know, oh yeah, you can't define me. No, the truth is, I'm a fan of games. I'm a fan of games. I like to understand what makes games fun. I play games that are fun. I feel like, and I've talked about this before, briefly, I think that gaming literacy is like super important. That people who enjoy this hobby should really make an effort to play as many games as possible, because lately, the trend has been to play a bunch of live service stuff. People have the blinders on, and they only want to play this specific type of game. You know, anything live service, anything that's super long form, subscription based. And the reality is, you know, we should encourage, if you have a backlog, you should put some time on your backlog. You should go in and play old stuff, right? And I say old stuff not from a specific time period, just stuff that has come out that you may not have played yet. So calling myself a retro gamer, I think is a misnomer, because I played the majority of Clair Obscur on stream, which is a game that came out like a month ago, right? That's not retro. That, like, if anything, that's bleeding edge. And I enjoyed it, and I liked it, and I liked it for the reasons. I liked it because the game was made by people who also like games, and they put the stuff that they like into it to make something completely brand new, right? And it's important that people understand the roots for this stuff, right? They got to know where they came from so that they can know where they're going. You know, just because it uses a certain, oh my God, was that a train? Just because it uses certain things that are associated with older games. No way, dude. Are you kidding me? I don't get to see the ending because I died? Or phew. Hold on. I was about to get mad. I'm putting my initials in. There are some games that if you die on the last stage, that's it. Okay. Yeah. I was about to get real mad. They get out of it eventually. Oh. Anyway, yeah. But I'm probably gonna revisit what my Twitch description says about me, and like really think about what it ought to say. Because just saying, oh, I'm a retro gamer is simple, right? And some people just look for simplicity, and some people literally just type out retro and they look for retro games. But I don't think that's really descriptive of what I am. I hesitate. I'm not going to say that I'm a scholar of games. That's silly. That would be really like pompous of me. I wouldn't say that I'm a scholar of video games, but I think I understand them well enough that I could talk about them. And I feel like there's something to that, right? What are you saying, Ceiling? How does an enemy unfreeze? You got hit by your shoes, you can't kill them. You can only, you stop them and then you have to smack them. You stop. When you hit them with the water and they get frozen sometimes, or they just die. And if they're frozen, then you can run into them and then they run into other enemies. Oh, we got an ad. Kind of, yeah. the Koopa. Oh, choo-choo train. Oh my God, I go so fast. What's happening here? I have to rethink that, because I think it's a bad term. Choo-choo makes me go faster! Yes, it tells me on my OBS when the ad is being run. Run. Oh God. It pops up. I don't know. I have to think about it. I really do. But I'm not going to think about it right now. Oh my God. This is the final boss? This is like final boss. What version of OBS are you running? You running a Streamlabs OBS? Or are you running a root? More specifically, do you have your stream chat open in a window on your OBS? Have you connected your Twitch account to your OBS? That's what you need to do. What? What? Am I? Well, not really. But yeah, I've always been that way because I only have so many hours in a day. Yeah, I focus on one game long term. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, it takes practice. You can't get good at it. Exactly. Out of here, clown. Oh my god. Literally living embodiment of a fireball. I'm a hippo. What the heck is this? Oh god. No, dude. What in the world? No. I gotta fight from here? Oh, okay. I'm a cute hippo, so... Eat my water balls. Eat my boba. I'm throwing boba. I got the popping boba. I'm a hippo, apparently. His name is Hippopo. Pretty sure he's a hippo. Oh crap. Wait till you get... Dude! You were going the other way. Dude! It went counterclockwise. Yeah, because this is an arcade game. I don't know why you think I play a story game. You talking about in terms of what I play games. I play a game, and whenever you watch me play a game, when you watch me play a game, I play a story game for you because you want the story. Not that I only play story games. Yeah, I like games. I play all sorts of games. That's my whole point. Yeah, I don't play Fortnite. Yeah, I don't like those games. I don't like medieval games. I've been over this with. In fact, I'm pretty sure I told the people in the chat that I'm not big on medieval fantasy games. Yeah, but I also don't really play the Rockstar games either. Oh my god. Yeah, those types of games are games that you play forever. Big fan of that type of game. Especially if I'm gonna be playing by myself. Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was like back in the day, if I was younger, and I could like devote 8 hours a day to gaming. But I can't do that. At least I can't do that anymore. Yep. This is a fireball man. No, I played the first one. It was okay. I didn't fall in love with it like. Assassin's Creed weird because it's like a mixture of like old school. The whole premise of Assassin's Creed is that like they're like investigating history by using some kind of weird VR simulation. Oh my god, are you freaking? Oh, why is this on? Get out of here. Excuse me. It's incredibly new. All right. Some button is opening my menu. I'm not trying to like auto fire. Did I screw myself over because I turn on auto fire somehow? How did I turn on auto fire? I don't want auto. Did I screw myself up? Saw the auto fire pop up. Oh, I don't know how it. Yeah. I don't want. Huh? Yes. I don't know why auto fire enabled, but I swapped my buttons. Rather than trying to figure out how to disable the auto fire, which I don't know why it turned on in the first place, I just swapped my jump and my attack buttons. So now my attack is auto fire, but my jump is normal. It may be like some combination of like holding a button and another button, but I don't want to figure it out. This seems like the last boss. The boss's name is Fire Satan. Well, I'll say. I played one of them. No. I do. That doesn't mean I like Yakuza. They were never made by this. Sega's the publisher, they're not the developer. Yu Suzuki. Well, the first two Shenmue games were made under the auspices of Sega, yeah. But then the third one was Yu Suzuki working under Sega. But he still had his own like company associated with it. Yakuza was made by Ryu Gotoku RGG Studios, different name. It's the same guy who made Super Monkey Ball. His directorial efforts included Super Monkey Ball and the Yakuza. Yeah, I don't want to say his name on stream because he's a pretty awful person. So thank you for ruining that, Vector. Can't believe. Thought we were cool, man. Just Google it. Google his name. I'm kidding. It's not obvious. Ah. My hitbox is so big. God. Definitely very tan. I think he uses orange tan, personally. If you're asking me. Where's Hippo getting all this? Am I supposed to just like, you know what? I'm just gonna. I move so slow and my character is so big, man. I know he's a hippo, but golly. That's kind of. I've not played Pikmin. No, not. I mean, I do play them, but I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. The problem with Nintendo is that, at least nowadays, if you play Nintendo games, you get like pigeonholed, stereotypical. People think less of you if you're a Nintendo. Doesn't mean you can't like Nintendo games. Don't get me wrong, but like Nintendo's got a lot of problems right now, and least of which is I could go into it, but I don't want to go into it. There's just, trust me when I say that if you are called a Nintendo fanboy, that's actually a problem. I'm gonna leave it at that, because that has a lot of baggage associated with it. That terminology has a lot of baggage associated. Legal games? They're fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I played the Star Wars ones. Yeah, I played the Star Wars ones all the time. It's fine. It's just, I mean, they're fun, like little games you can play with your brother. I don't know why you keep saying. Yeah, I don't know why you keep saying that. No, it's not that you didn't pronounce it, but that's not the only type of game I play. I play one game that I play with friends. That's the distinction that you're missing. I wouldn't call Left 4 Dead a PvP game. I spent 3 years of my life playing Left 4 Dead. Yeah, because the other thing is, for fighting games, there has to be interest, right? But unless I'm playing with like people who are like really into fighting games, they're not going to play it regularly. Types of game require other people to play with, and ideally, you play them in person. You play fighting games in person. That's the best way to play them. But it's not, you know, especially now that we're older and we got families, it's next to impossible to do that, right? What people do is they go to arcades if there's still have fighting games, or you go to a tournament, right? Like, pretty much. God, this guy's cooking me, man. This guy's almost as bad as Stage 4 boss. You guys believe this is really just a 2-button game? I don't know if I'm supposed to like actually finish this guy here, or if I'm just supposed to survive. It gets a little bit faster each time. I can't seem to hurt the arms. I have to like hit the... Barely taking damage. Also, the little squeaks are adorable and they're very cute, but... No! Oh my god, dude. Why the fuck so slow? You had to aim it. Nope. Follows the physics. What do you get? Like, work my way around the exterior of it. This doesn't move quick unless I get like the choo-choo train. There we go. I just did a ton of damage there. Half his health. No, dude. Oh my. If I don't hold the jump all the way, you do a short jump. Oh. I managed to get half his health there because I was able to get like sustained damage on him. Waiting for him back. That right there. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was trying, but it's deceptive how quickly you can change position and how slow you move, right? I have to like stick on the outside of the area. Basically, I have to go on the outside, but if I jump too soon, I'm liable to jump into his arm while it's rotating. I have to like go like this and then go left and then go right, and then same as over here, like go right and then like ride the exterior of that particular position or whatever. So, trying to like very purposefully. Also, when you throw all those balls at one time, it actually moves you. They're right here, so I have to think go right instead of go left. That's what keeps catching me. And then when he changes directions, it goes faster, right? But here, I go right. I almost died there. But again, now I'm going left and going even faster now. Right there. See, I instinctively went right and it worked out, but every other time I tried to do that, the second go around, I died. Pushing again. I don't know. I think it pretty much is, but he's getting faster and faster with each loop. Because I'm a hippo. But yeah, I have to be damaging him. It seems like, because he's just getting faster and faster with the go around. That was about what, 6 or 7 loops? And each time he gets faster? I don't know how, like, I don't know what kind of setup I did to like place him in like the exact right spot where I could do all that damage. Do I get something? A couple points, I don't know if it's like possible to like break his arms? I would think so, but it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it is. The jumps in this game are pretty responsive because the length of how you hold the button determines how high you jump. But there is a little bit of commitment, right? If I'm heading in a direction, there's only so much I can DI the direction way while I'm in the air. The physics aren't like perfect. They're not perfect Mario physics where you can like time. There's a little bit of commitment to it. Did you hit the edges? Maybe. I was hitting the arms with it. They like open up. Like I'm not even doing enough damage there to difference it. Yes. RPG? Like a role-playing game? RPG, yeah. You can. Yeah, you level up your Pokemon. You level up in Earth? Yes, of course. Those are all RPGs. Yeah, I mean, they're still RPGs. I mean, there's turn-based RPG. Like Clair Obscura, the game I just played, that's a turn-based RPG. But when you get into a battle, you take turns. Like Earthbound, you take turns. But then there's action RPGs where you can like walk around, fight people fine. Like they're doing combos and stuff. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that's a turn-based RPG. God. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's something like fundamental that I'm missing here, and I don't know what it is. Alright, thank you. Appreciate it, Perfect Sword. I was actually planning on playing a few games tonight, but this game is taken over. So I guess we're not doing that. Tried hiding in the... Not particularly. Don't think that any corner of this arena... Not from what I can gather. I would assume that you'd be able to do damage to the arms, but apparently not. Keep in mind, like I've got auto fire. I'm using auto fire here. Oh, yeah, I can go on the outside, maybe. Well, I've done like there's a couple memes on the internet where people ask you like, what are your top 20 games? Or check every game that you played on this list. Like I did that a couple years ago. Vector did it too, actually. I shared it. And well, no, and then it's just like you can let other people know what types of games you're interested in. Right? So based on that, you know, my top 20 list, probably on Twitter somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I play these types of games. They do have though. I've done just like a list of mine that I've played and or enjoyed. In my life, I always play a lot of different games. So there's two types of games I play. There's the games that I play for a long time to get good at, because they're the type of game that you play that you increase in your skill, or there's some social element to it. So if you think about it, one of the very first games I did that with was DDR, because it's an arcade game. It's a social element to it. Can I hide? Nope. You play it a lot, you get better at it the more you play it, and then you meet friends, right? And after that was 2DX. You play it a lot, you get better at it. Yes, right. But then Left 4 Dead, you play it a lot, you get better at it, and you can play it with friends. I played Destiny. You play it a lot, you get better at it, then you can play it with friends. So those are all games that I played. Then I played Division for a while, like you said. I'm sure there's other games I'm forgetting. Currently, that game for me is Apex, right? Currently playing Apex. I play that with friends. The multiplayer game, it's easy to get into. You can play it for a little bit, play it with friends. You get better at it, right? It's a skill-based game. Early in my life, I played Unreal Tournament. Remember Unreal Tournament? I played that a lot. I got so into Unreal Tournament, I made maps for them. Can't find them anymore. All that data's long gone. I was looking for it the other day. And then the other half of that is the games that I play because they look interesting. The games that are like a story, like a storybook. Has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I want games that are like that. I want more games that have beginning, middle, and end. Because those are good games. Then I don't feel obligated to have to play it all the time. I'm trying to explain to my wife like the types of games that I like because she's not getting it. But again, I'm not trying to categorize what type of streamer I am. I feel like the way that I've currently have it labeled was done thoughtlessly. The way that I have my description on my Twitch page was just done in reaction to what the typical Twitch stuff was at the time, which was about 5 years ago, right? And I've been thinking about like what my genre is, like what's my category. I'm not solely a retro gamer. I'm just not. I play other types of games. I enjoy other types of games, and I think it's important that other people play other types of games. So just to say that I'm a retro streamer and that's it is a misnomer at best. Miscategorization. It doesn't really encapsulate what I believe that people should do with games and how they should play games and what games they should play. You know, that was the whole beginning of this conversation, like trying to figure out what's a better way to describe myself. But then, you know, the whole point of a genre or a type of streamer is to give people a big picture idea of what you're interested in. And I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by calling myself a variety and retro streamer. It might literally be that, but I think retro in general I think I have more of an issue with retro because you saw I played Clair Obscura. I had a freaking 11 part stream that I went to, you know, and I didn't even stream everything on that game, and I still have like 30 or 40 hours of that online, right? And that, you know, it's a newer game. And the important thing is, playing that game made me rethink it, right? Because it's like, yes, it's made from bits and pieces of games that I used to play, but it is a new game. So calling that retro would be also wrong, right? Anyway, I'm just thinking about things now, right? I'm thinking about it. Thinking about how I want to present myself, and I have not come up with an acceptable solution yet. But I'm really considering just changing my bio and going in there, tweaking it to be something. But I have to settle on something, and I'm not there yet. Oh God! Why did it miss? Oh, why did it miss? This game is rough. For a game being called Liquid Kids, this game is really deceptively difficult. Because it's going to be, well, because I have to execute. I think I know what I need to do, but I'm not doing it. I keep messing up. I have to get better at it to the point where I can execute. Oh no, I'm a masochistic gamer. Don't get it wrong. If I'm motivated to like beat something, I will. Like, I'll beat it. The difference is I learn from my mistakes. But I don't go out to be that, you know. That's more like how motivated am I at the time to finish a game. If I'm feeling, did you say so long strategy games? I would play them, but you don't like watching them. And I don't think that watching. Yeah, but I'm not gonna stream. I would play that type of game. In fact, I have played strategy games in the past, but they take lots and lots of time. Like for example, a good strategy game, which technically is an RPG, but anything that's like a tactical RPG, like Final Fantasy Tactics, or shoot, I played a long time ago. I played Triangle Strategy for a little bit. That's not the type of game that I would want to stream, because that would be hours and hours and hours and hours of gameplay. A battle would take an hour to a half hour to finish. I don't think it's very interesting to watch. There's games that I would enjoy playing, but they're not necessarily interesting. Right? And you play games. It's the opposite of like Yusuf. Yusuf, he plays a game, he'll beat it. He plays the same game for half a year on the same day every week. I envy his commitment to stuff like that. He takes 1 day or 2 days out of a week to stream consistently. Sometimes he takes breaks for like family events or whatever, personal time. But most days, if he's going to stream something, he's going to be there that Wednesday night, or he's going to be there that Monday night. He's going to be playing the same game every day for a freaking year. And he'll do that. I don't have that type of Twitch commitment. I will finish a game if it interests me. But I don't have that amount of gumption to sit there and play a game for that long. And then when he's done with it, he's finished, he's happy with it, he'll give his thoughts and he'll move on to the next. He'll spend another half a year playing the game till he gets to the end. And there are people who do that. There's people who regularly do that on Twitch. The reason why Yusuf is so stalwart and like trying to keep a schedule, because he's under the impression that as long as you keep a regular schedule, there's going to be a group of people that will come regularly to watch it, And he's right. I mean, there's a group of us that come watch this stuff pretty much week in, week out. And then it's the same strategy that other bigger streamers do, right? Some bigger streamers will say, Monday is my horror night. Wednesday is my RPG day. Friday is for Overwatch. That's all they play, right? And then they'll do that, and they're happy with that, and their crowd is happy. And then if people don't want to watch a certain game, they don't watch that day. I'm only Tuesday. I like to watch freaking Tuesday Bing Bong Phantasmagoria. But for me, I'm different in the sense that I don't regularly stream. I stream whenever I'm motivated. If there's a brand new game that I've been looking forward to for a while, thank you. If there's a game I've been looking forward to for a while and like, oh my god, this came out, this looks pretty incredible, I want to try this out on stream, I'll play that, and then I'll take some time out. Like, do you remember when I was playing through Beyond Oasis? Yeah, I was like, okay, this is a good game. I've never played this version of Beyond Oasis, Sega Saturn. And then I was motivated to play through the whole thing, front to back. But like, I have to be like motivated to do it. Like, I play games that I like. Basically, for me, streaming is like hanging out with friends. Right? I'm not trying to be like the world's next big streamer. I'm not trying to be a speedrunner. There's people who speedrun on, right? The reason why they stream is so they can have a record of their speedruns. But then like they build a community around speedrunning. Right? I'm not that type of gamer. I don't purposely choose to play a game to get better times on it. Most of the time, if I beat a game, that's it. I don't want to play that game anymore. I've had it. I've had the experience. I'm better for it. I'm enriched. But I don't typically return the games a whole lot. Meanwhile, there's people out there who have played nothing but Mario 64 for the last 20 years. You will never find me doing that, like, ever in my life. I'm not going to do that. Too much. That's a compulsion that I don't have, thank God. And that same type of behavior extends to people who, like, for example, play like nothing but Fortnite, right? Literally nothing but Fortnite, or literally nothing but Roblox. It's a different type of compulsion, because that's a live service game, and there's there's more insidious things behind that, because those are the types of games where you're going to be spending a lot of money over a long period of time. But it's the same type of thing. Like, you know, that's all they play. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to say... I just know that I'm different. That my motivations for streaming are not to become famous. And I've said that before on stream, but I'll make it clear. Like, I'm not trying to become the next Grand Pooh Bear. I'm not trying to become the next... I don't know, who's a big streamer that plays games. I'm not trying to be Valkyrie. I'm not trying to be... You get it. You get my point. That's not me. That's not my goal. I'm not doing this as a job. I'm doing this for fun, a hobby, and I do it whenever I'm feeling social and I just play a game that maybe somebody hasn't seen. Something interesting like this, hopefully. Where I just keep dying over and over again while I rant about video games. I'm not even trying to say I'm special. I'm just saying, like, this is the type of stuff I enjoy. And if I can be the person to expose somebody to a new video game they've never heard of, then great. I will take that mantle. I will do it. God. It's like if I don't exactly hit that guy in the face, then... Oh, why? Held right too much. Just tells you how much I've heard that exact same phraseology, man. So it's so embedded in Twitch culture, dude. Like, I'm glad it brings you such joy. Okay, all right. That was promising. Yeah, feel free to clip that. Use it on your next video. Give you permission. There we go. Jesus Christ, that took forever. There better not be another freaking phase after this. You're supposed to use the arms to make a waterfall to land on him. And this way, Hippopo overcame many difficulties by using took back the water paradise Woody Lake from the devil's hands. The legend attracts a brave, creating a new legend. And after this forever? That's it? The Mizubaku project. Mizu means water. What does Baku mean? Water monster? Mizubaku? Is that the... I wonder if that's the Baku. What does Baku mean in this context? I'm pretty sure Mizu means water. Peacock. Water bomb. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So this game is called Water Bomb. Project Water Bomb. Did that say Santa Claus? Special thanks to Kumagaya Lab. And thank you for playing. Heck yeah, man. I can say now that I've beat Liquid Kid after credit feeding $37. They live happily ever after. This Pete is forever. That's a really thick fade in. You guys saw that? That was pretty nice. Arigato from Mizubaku team. Aw, that's so cute. I think I smell a new emote. I'm just saying, guys. I didn't earn that at all, man. The game's dope. I actually like it. Oh, they need to fix the Fire Devil. Yeah, that's glitchy stuff. They still got to fix the little intro graphics there. Goes the ball. The savior, Hippopo. This game is actually really good. The reasons why it's good. It's responsive. It feels good to play. It's deceptive because it makes it seem like it's easier than it actually is. And the ending is really hard. But that, I'm willing to forgive a really hard ending because it's an arcade game. They wanted to make money, right? But I'm never going to 1cc get this game. I would never put the time in or the effort in. Take way too long.